If you are that type of person that has life except gym, you have school, university, friends, family, or luckily a girlfriend, or not luckily. I know she's gonna kill me. She's the only one watching my videos. But anyway, if you have any other activities that you have to do and you are in a time constraint, then this video is made exactly for you. Training less doesn't have to mean getting less jacked. So how are we going to train less and still grow? This is what I'm going to explain you in this video, because I'm in that situation as well. I'm going to university, I study a lot, I do YouTube videos, I have an Instagram theme page, I'm having a small business with a friend, trying to grow it. I have friends, so I have a lot of stuff to do in my day as well. And my university goes usually from 8 in the morning till 6 at night. So it's kind of hard to combine all these things, but there's a solution to it. I'm going to firstly explain you how to save time in the gym, some tips that I follow, and then I'm going to explain you what workout splits you can follow, and at the end I'm gonna give you a workout example so that you can see exactly what to do and how to train. Now, how do we save time in the gym? This is a tip that I've been using for the last 3 months and it helped me a lot. It's pretty simple. You don't take rest between your warm-ups. This is so obvious and for some reason I wasn't doing it, and I suggest you to try it. So basically, let's say you're going to do a bench and you start with a bar, then you go 20 kilos, 40 kilos, 60 kilos, 80 kilos. If you do rest between each of these warm-ups, then it's gonna take you 15-20 minutes to get to an actual working set. But be honest, when you do an empty bar and then you go to 20, 40 or something like that, you don't need rest between that because it's a very easy set for you. Your warm-ups must be easy, so you should choose the weight for the warm-ups that's easy and doesn't need any rest. So it saved me a lot of time. Of course, in your last warm-up set, you are gonna take a rest because you want a hard working set. Also, along with the warm-up sets, a way that I'm doing right now so that I don't have to do a lot of warm-up sets is that I am using pyramids, a pyramid progression. Let's say that I want to do bench press. I will start with a warm-up set of 30-40 kilos of a bench press, and then I'm gonna start my working set, let's say with 60 kilos of 15 reps. So my reps are very high and I don't need that much of a warm-up because I have higher reps and it's most likely safer. So after I go with 60 kilos of 15 reps and train hard, on the next set I'm going to do 12 reps of 80 kilos, and on the next set I'm going to do 100 kilos of 8 reps or 6 reps. So I'm doing a pyramid and it saves me a lot of time from my warm-up. If I was going to do the other way around, a reverse pyramid, I had to do 4 or 5 warm-up sets so that I can get to 100 and then drop from there. So it takes more time, and that's why I prefer pyramids. Also, using compound movements saves a lot of time because you don't have to train specifically for those isolation movements and isolation muscle groups. Let's say when you do dips, you train both your chest, your triceps, your shoulders. Yes, you can do later on some isolation exercises for your triceps or shoulders, but you are gonna need less of those exercises because you are gonna train them when doing dips, or when you do chin-ups, you train your back and your biceps as well. So you are gonna need less isolation exercises for your biceps. And if you have the availability, prefer machines over some other exercises. For example, chest press, it's way better than bench press because it saves a lot of time, because with bench press you have to load the weights all the time, but with a chest press you just take that thing, change it around, and you save all the time, because all those things add up and it saves a lot of time if you do all of them. I don't have those machines, so I load my weights as quickly as possible, or I usually do it at my rest times, and it still saves me times because while I'm resting, I'm loading the weights. And this tip is the one that saves me the most time, and it's using supersets and groups. What I mean by that, I usually train upper body or full body when I want to save time. So let's say I'm doing a full body. I'm going to do squats, for example, and superset them with calves. I'm going to do squats, calves, rest. So I'm saving lots of time. Or I'm doing pull-ups, dips, rest. And again, pull-ups, dips, rest. I don't do pull-ups, rest, dips, rest, dip, rest. I'm doing pull-ups, dips, rest, pull-ups, dips, rest. I might have 10-15 minutes in between them just to function okay, and I go for it. Or I might use groups, and the group that I use often is that I'm doing biceps, triceps, side laterals, and again resting, and then biceps, triceps, side laterals. And trust me, it saves you lots of time, because remember, you are taking most of the time in the gym because you are resting, and it's normal, but this is what takes most of our time. And the last tip is to train hard. If you have less time and you are gonna do less volume, if you are gonna do 10 sets, you need to do these 10 sets hard. Train to failure and beyond. Use drop sets so that you can add more volume in your last sets and higher intensity. And if you train hard, you are gonna grow no matter what. I trained most of my life in smaller workouts, lower volumes, 10 to 12 sets, but I trained hard. So don't do 5-10 RIR. Try to do 1 to 0 RIR in your hard working sets, and you are gonna grow with less volume. I know some of you are gonna say, yeah, but the studies have shown that higher volume grows bigger. Who knows? A lot of studies have showed a lot of stuff, and most of the top bodybuilders don't do them. And after 1 or 2 months, they show again that this is not true, like the lengthened partials and all these things. And we know that training hard grows from the old days, from now. We know it since forever. So if you train hard, you are gonna grow, and if you do all those things correctly. Now we need to choose a workout program. And remember, at the end, I'm gonna give you an example workout program, so stay till the end and you're gonna know more about that. You have to choose how many days you're going to train. 2-3 times a week. I know you're on a time constraint, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm training 3 times a week. Let's say that you are someone that your time is not the same in your schedule, and you don't know how many times you are going to train. That's perfectly fine as well. If you are in that position, I will suggest you doing full body workouts. If you know already that you can't train, for example, 3 times a week, I still suggest full body workouts, or you can do full body, upper body, and full body again, or you can do upper, lower upper, or upper, full body, upper. I usually train my upper more times because I do some calisthenics as well. But besides that, when I train my legs, they are sore for days, so I don't train them that often. I will suggest you around 2 times a week. It's enough. So if you want to train 2 times a week, a full body is perfect for you. And if you want to train 3 times a week, a full body is perfect for you as well. But you can choose between the other variations. And if we use those principles that we talked before with the group training, the drop sets, the supersets, the warm-ups, and all these things, full bodies are not gonna take us long enough. It's gonna take you 40 minutes up to 1 hour and a half at the most, based on how you want to train. But I'm gonna give you an example of workouts so that you can understand exactly what to do. This is a very simplified workout program because I know lots of people don't like measuring their numbers and all these things. Every row, it's 1 set, pretty simple. The dash is when we do supersets, and sometimes when you see lots of dashes, it's a giant set or a group set, whatever you want to tell it. I usually choose 1 to 2 exercises for each muscle group, and I train them around 10 hard sets every week. In this workout program, as you can see, we are starting with a leg press and we are supersetting it with calves. So we are doing leg press, 10-15 seconds of rest, and then doing calves, taking a rest, and again leg press, calves, rest, leg press, calves. After that, we take the same principle and move to dips, pull-ups, rest, dips, pull-ups, rest, and so on. And with the third group of exercises, we do flies, pullovers, and rows, because our back has lots of muscles, so I like doing a bit more volume on the back. And on the last group, as you can see, it's literally a giant set, but trust me, if you take 10-15 seconds in between each exercise, you are gonna do great. And the last one is my favorite one. I've been doing it for years, no matter what my training is, except from the hamstring curls. So I've been doing bicep, tricep, side laterals for so long, and it's working absolutely great for me. As you can see in this workout program, we are training 5 hard sets for our legs, 5 for our chest, 7 for our back, and 3 hard sets for bicep, triceps, and shoulders. You can change these things around. If I had this workout program, I would train it 2 times a week or even 3 times a week, but with 3 times a week, I will reduce the volume slightly. So you can change all these things around. You can have 1 exercise for your chest and have 4 sets. You can have 2 exercises of 2 sets and 2 sets, or 2 exercises of 4 and 2. You can change all these things around based on your body and how you respond. This is the end of the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Ciao.